Hello, and welcome to episode 6 of my Better Than Buildcraft Let's Play. In this episode I'm going to be focusing on improving my hemp production. I'm going to do that by placing 2 of these hemp farms on top of my factory and having it so they can be harvested and automatically processed. One thing to point out quickly is I'm not sure if you know this, but engines, as they work, they slowly heat up, and wooden engines shouldn't overheat when there's just a single engine being powered forever. So they shouldn't ever go critical and blow up. But now these are both heated up, they're both working more efficiently. So as you can see, there is actually enough water, enough energy, to continuously pump water. So I can have this spout open constantly, and it this tank never seems to drain. The water seems to be flowing fast enough to keep this on constantly, but I'm not sure if this will if that will be true once I've say got the hopper wired up, and also I'm going to be using this water to irrigate my hemp, and obviously the hemp irrigation is going to need to be constant so that the hemp can grow. Although saying that, I have got to the stage where I'm making turntables, so I could do some pottery, make a kiln, make plant pots and grow my hemp in pots. Therefore I don't need to have the water on constantly, only when I harvest it. But I think I'll just have the water on constantly up there because I can, and I prefer it really, because then the water aids in collection. But anyway, what I need to do now is I might extremely quickly wire this up so it looks a bit nicer, since I said I was only gonna have this wired, have it on when the mills are on. So I can... Oh, interesting. One thing I'm gonna have to do is flip the signal, because obviously the mills are off when that switch is on, because the switch being on is powering the gearbox under here, which turns the mill off. So for this to work, I'm actually going to have to invert the signal from a on to an off using a block with a torch on it, and then that can go around to this spout. Hoping that's going into that spout. I don't like how redstone doesn't go around corners sometimes. So if I turn this switch on, the millstones will come on. No, that hasn't gone around the corner. See, why? Just go in there. It's not hard. It's alright, there's an easy way to get around this. See, as I've said before, redstone is not my thing. So that's why I like to show my trials and tribulations with redstone, because then you can laugh at my uselessness. Oh, that's interfering with that. It's going to be a big pain in the arse, isn't it? I'm going to have to raise this up a bit as it goes past here, otherwise it's going to get pissy and interact with that. Let's turn this off so I can see how far the charge is flowing. I'm also going to have to invert it. God, the things I do for science, it's complicated, man. And then that, yes, there we go. So now that lovely, wonderful construction, that's in no way ugly. Click the switch, millstones turn on, and the water turns on. And it should turn it off. Do a quick test to see if this actually works. Grind up some stuff. So I flick the switch. Fiber's going to be turned. Hemp's going to be turned into hemp fiber. And it should all flow into my hopper. Lovely. So now I'm going to I think I'm going to plumb in my hopper, because obviously this... Sorry, it's just I've obviously placed a dirt block here at some point, so I can reach up here to do something or other, but it's got grass growing on it. So I don't know how the grass got there, because grass only, I thought, spread along from adjacent tiles of grass. So for that to have grass on in the middle of the desert, interesting. I almost don't want to break it. But yeah, I'm going to plumb in my hopper so that I can ease my hellfire dust production. So hopefully nothing will go wrong. Okay, I think I've got this set up correctly. So what I've done is, under this floor, I've grabbed the water from the pipe as it comes in, and it comes under the floor and then up into that tank, because I'm pretty sure you need a tank on a spout. And then I've got a switch here to turn the spout on and off, because I don't want to switch to turn these hoppers on and off, because then there's a chance I might accidentally unpower this hopper, purify more than 8 ground netherrack, and everything explode and a ghast appear, and I'm not going to risk that. So now, when I want to get some hellfire dust, I turn on my water source, like so, place my stack in here, it drops down, gets converted, placed in this chest, because yeah, this hopper's receiving power as well. Then I can turn off my water to save water, because we don't want to waste water, and then I'm good to go. So the plan is, is that I could do with 2 hemp farms here, and then I can collect the hemp and then pump the hemp through pipes down into my millstones so that it can be processed automatically. Or I could just have it going into a chest for now, or I could have it done automatically. I might have it done automatically, but obviously when the hemp's harvested, I'm going to need to filter out the hemp itself from the hemp seeds that are dropped, and there's 2 ways that I can go about it in this mod. The first, and slightly more complicated but easier tech-wise, is for me to use hoppers. So I could have a hopper with a wicker filter in it, and then that will allow the seeds to fall through into a chest, and then the hemp can then flow over and carry on down into the millstones. And the other way is to make something which is known as a diamond pipe. So it's a diamond transport pipe, and it when you place it, at every junction that comes off the pipe is colour coded, and you can allocate which items go where. But to make that, I need a some sort of electrical chip, which is from the age of circuitry, which is way away from us now, and it's quite complicated, and I don't have a clue how to do it. So what I might do now is get the old hemp production going, and I think the plan for that will be to use... Will I make that jump? No. What am I doing? Woohoo! So yeah, I'm gonna set up 2 hemp farms, filtering down into the middle, and have them growing under light blocks, so that the hemp production 24/7. So this might take a little while to build, because I'm going to have to build all the light blocks, make filaments and all that jazz, and lots of pistons, but yeah, I'll walk you through it when it's done, hopefully, as long as I don't blow everything up. Right then, this semi-automated hemp farm is kind of complete now, but this took a long time. This has actually been several days in real life, just because it's taken a lot of redstone, so I've had to go out mining a lot, and I was tempted just to go up to the steel age so that I could synthesize some redstone using gold, but we got there in the end. So this is my ugly. There's a spider down there. This is my ugly semi-automated hemp farm. So how it works is I've pumped up water from down there, so it comes all the way up the side of the building. As you can see, the engines are actually flashing orange-red now, so that means they're working at their maximum load. They're kind of at maximum heat, but they shouldn't explode. I'm pretty sure a single wood engine won't explode, because you can put you can have them like in a line, and they all kind of work through each other, and I think then there's a chance of a wooden engine exploding. But these have been running for many a Minecraft day, flashing red, and everything seems good. And they pump a lot of water now. I've got quite a few things that I have on at once, and it seems to be working fine. But yeah, this is the hemp farm. All this redstone on the top, which is just constantly on, is for powering my light blocks. I'm sure someone's going to point out a stupidly more efficient and easier way of doing this that would have used virtually no redstone, but I don't know it, so this is how I've done mine. Just got the redstone powered on top of the block that the light block is under. I've also got this then very long line of redstone going around the edge, so the block that the redstone is on is adjacent to a piston block, so when powered the pistons extend. I'll quickly stick my head inside so you can see what's going on. So I've got a spout at either end constantly flowing in water so the hemp can grow. As you can see, some's grown, and then a line of pistons. One thing I do have noticed is the ones at the very end, they do actually sometimes land kind of in between the panel and the tank and the spout, so I do lose the odd bit of hemp and seed, but I don't care. Not that fussed. I guess if I was to do this again, I would actually shorten. I wouldn't have a piece of hemp and a piston growing near the end. It would only be 7 long, and possibly it would actually only be 6 long, because one thing I've found obviously is I've put a hopper here, but then if I want to separate out seeds and hemp, I would then need for this to be powered to pump into another set of flowing water, which would require another spout, so then it could flow over 2 other hoppers, one with a wicker, so that the seeds drop through, and then another hopper for the hemp to fall into. Then it can be then pumped into a chest. Or so if this spout was one closer on both sides, the flowing water would still be flowing here, and this could actually just be a hole that drops down and then flows along, going over 2 hoppers, saving the use of another spout. So yeah, if I was to design this again, rather than it being 8 by 8, I think it'd actually be 5 by 5, because there would be one space where there wasn't hemp growing, where the spout was, and it would be one shorter so that the water could drop down. Because at the moment, yeah, seeds and hemp fall in here, and they're not being sorted at the moment. But it's good to know, I guess, if I ever do this kind of thing again. So at the moment, I've got a simple on-off switch. When I flick that switch, all the pistons extend. So, and look, hemp can land there as well, which is bad. But as you can see, it's floating along. I'm picking up some of it, but so yeah, it floats along into this hopper. The bits that don't get caught. Is there any caught on the ends? No, none got caught on the end this time. And then obviously I have to flick the lever to retract the piston, so that's loud, so that it can continue growing. But this was just for demonstration purposes, that lever. Obviously an easy way is to have a button, because then they would go out and in on their own, and then I can have that button maybe down in the fortress, so I don't have to come up to the roof in the factory, sorry. So I don't have to come up to the roof, but it'll do for now. It's good. So all I've got it set up at the moment is I have a wooden intake pipe at the bottom of this hopper that I can power, and I might just leave this on all the time now. This is just for testing, and then this is going to pump all the hemp and all the seeds downstairs into a chest. So the reason I've just gone straight into the chest, because at the moment I haven't got an easy way of filtering out seeds from hemp, so I don't want them going straight in here, because it'll jam up the mills. Once they're full of seeds, they can't do anything with the seeds, so everything will just get clogged up. But once I get to the age of circuitry, which is quite in-game, I can then build a thing which is known as a diamond pipe that I've mentioned before, and that will make it so much easier. So I'd have that in and go seeds down, hemp into mills, and I don't have to worry about flowing water. But I'm okay putting my hemp in manually for now because, you know, I might want to be grinding up some netherrack or want to grind up some coal, because I've been making the nether coal, which you get from mixing coal dust with ground up, with hellfire dust, sorry, in a unstoked stewing pot. Obviously, you don't want stuff to blow up. So yeah, if I wanted, I could have this coming down into the mill and have the mill on all the time, because I think my pumps can just about handle constant water now. But I'm happy with me manually placing them in. So yeah, that's it for now. Would be nice, I guess, I could have some sort of button here and then have alternating redstone torches and blocks to carry the current up, all the way up, and then do the pistons. But there's not really an easy way to do wiring in Better Than Wolves early on. Later you get the whole lens block, so you can use beams of light to transfer redstone power, which is a bit funky, but it would be nice to have, say, like the red power mod, which allows you to build wires, because then you just build a wire going up the side. But I'm sticking with just the Better Than Buildcraft mod. I'm not going to try and introduce any other mods, because I know Better Than Wolves is notorious with not getting along with anyone else. But the reason I've been spoiled, I've been playing a bit of the Techic pack, which you may have heard of. I strongly recommend that. If you just Google Techic, Tekkit, you'll get there. It's a multiplayer version of the Technic pack, but it comes with a launcher. You literally download it, double click, you're playing it. There's no, you know, opening Minecraft.jar and copying across files. It's just plug and play. It's nice, it's easy, and it's quite fun. But I do miss Better Than Wolves. It seems a bit cheating using equivalent exchange just to magic up diamonds. It's nice having to work for it. But anyway, I've been blabbing, not doing anything fun for quite a while now. So this is going to be the end of this episode. Next episode, I might go for it, and then yeah, build a turntable, make some pottery, make a kiln, get to steel, make a few steel items if I can, and look at the joys that can be had with steel, because that's when the game kind of opens up, being able to do a lot of the Buildcraft stuff. But I've never done this circuitry malarkey where you've got to build an assembly table and use lasers to power it and make circuit chips. God knows what's going to happen then. But it would just be nice to have a crucible so that I can synthesize redstone. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. But I haven't had a lot of time recently, so hence the delay between uploads. And this is taking like 3 days to make, just because I can't sit down and mine redstone for 4 hours. I am busy. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.